The role that a father plays in the life of his children is absolutely critical. The role that a dad plays, a father plays in the life of a child is absolutely critical. And as an educator, that's one of the things that I do. I'm an educator. you 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 you've researched the stories, right? You've looked at the data, you've looked at all this sort of stuff. But I don't think we need research to tell us about the importance to having that father in a child's life. Now, I want to talk about it specifically from the role of young men. I'll do subsequent videos where I talk about it generally speaking and touch on a lot of different areas, but specifically from the point of young men. We really need fathers, right? Not sperm donors. We really need men who are stepping up and stepping into that role. I know a lot of people are going to be critical, and they're also going to say, because I try to think ahead, are going to be critical, and they're going to say, well, sometimes women play the role, and they make it difficult for the father to have an influence or to really be in the child's life. And yes, there are certainly instances like that. There are certain instances where women can make it challenging, or the other parent, right, can make it challenging for that father to play that role. But that's not always the case. Sometimes men are just absent because they choose to be absent. So, putting that aside, and I will address that in subsequent videos, but putting that aside, for the men who are not being faced with roadblocks, right? It is important that you are in your child's life, especially young men, especially young men. We are seeing so much in terms of how important it is to have a dad in a young man's life. You've got boys out here who have been raised by people their same age who don't know any better, who've also come from circumstances and situations where they have not learned or been told anything better. And you have them being raised by gangs and all that sort of stuff because their dad is not absent. Yes, you could have a child who has both parents and they end up doing whatever. But I'm speaking about specifically when you have circumstances where, you are not being blocked from the life of your child, but yet you're not in your child's life. Men, you need to be in the life of your sons.